The Italian poet Lorenzo de' Medici once said, "Whoever wants to be happy, let him be so. Of tomorrow, there is no knowing." As I stand here today, not knowing what the future holds, there are many things I am certain about. I know, for example, today we take a small step in a long journey. I know that our presence on this stage is the direct result of countless hours of hard work, that of staff and students alike. I know that where we are going is determined by some extent by where we've been. And I know that as we celebrate this end, or better yet, this beginning, I stand surrounded by love, pride, excitement, and probably maybe even just a little bit of relief. Good afternoon, family, friends, students, teachers, honorable members of the board, Mr. Matthews, Mr. Anthony, and finally, the graduating class of 2016. A few moments ago, I brought up the point that where we are going is determined to some extent by where we have been. So I want to take a moment to reflect. Where have we been? For many of us, our life at WPGA started way back in the junior school. We were taught the fundamentals. 1 + 1, our ABCs, how to read, that sharing is caring, and of course, the importance of washing your hands after using the bathroom. But as we grew older, we began to understand what it meant to explore and pursue our interests. When grade 7 hit, we were suddenly on top. We became lunch monitors, cementing our positions of ultimate authority in the school. We were comfortable, we were content, and it was familiar. But then came this thing called high school, and we faced an entirely new unknown. New teachers, new schedules, new faces, and even a new head of school. And by head, I don't mean the bald one, but an awesome one nonetheless. But undeterred by the unknown, we dove headfirst into all areas of school life. The almost overwhelming number of opportunities allowed us to participate in school plays, music concerts, athletic teams, service trips, debate and Model UN conferences, and if that wasn't enough, there were too many clubs to count, from Science Club to Planet Club. Each and every one of us dipped our toes into as many areas as we could. Until finally, here we are, sitting before you feeling unstoppable and ready to take on the world. But how did this happen? We made it, but we didn't do it on our own. To our teachers, I say thank you for being there for us, for answering our every question, or when you can't or won't, for telling us that the answers are blowing in the wind, which isn't very helpful when deadlines loom, Mr. Liu. You encouraged us quite literally to blow our own horns, to take on challenging roles, and to voice our opinions with confidence. Thank you for supporting us and understanding that we, as a collective group, were facing one of the most severe cases of senioritis to ever grace the halls of WPGA. Although we protested when you asked us to write that calculus test on Monday mornings, and we protested when we had deadlines we thought were much too short, those protests are insignificant when weighed against the knowledge, guidance, and understanding you have given us. We owe you more than words can express. Thank you. To our families, where do I begin? For our whole lives, you have been the one constant that we know will never abandon us or stop loving us no matter what. You've been up at the crack of dawn. Sorry, if you know me, I'm not shy with my emotions. You've been up at the crack of dawn to drive us to early morning practice and attended so many concerts, sporting events, school plays, and closing ceremonies. But your roles are so much greater than simply chauffeur and cheerleader. You have been there through all of our highs and even our occasional lows. We always have, and we always will have, although we might not tell you this enough, we love you. We always have, and we always will, the same way you have loved us all these years. Your unconditional love has allowed us to try and fail, to seek and discover, to challenge and learn. No words can express our gratitude for your faith in us through thick and thin. Thank you. To the graduates of 2016, my amigos, We started the school year calling ourselves Grad Ignite, but quickly realized our class is much more than just a flash of fire. We are something greater. We are friends first and foremost, amigos. And the friendships we have forged will last us a lifetime. Thank you for having my back, for being such incredibly decent and caring human beings, and for teaching me the true meaning of friendship. Grads, part of growing up and part of life is confronting the unknown, and that can be scary, but just know that you are ready. Don't shy away from what is new and different. Tackle it head on, because what you've learned from this school, from the incredible and unique individuals you are sitting beside right now, has prepared you in every way. Despite what we know, we live in a world of change and uncertainty. Events of the past year, bombings, war, political upheaval, Trump, all speak to this change. There's a lot of good change as well, breakthroughs in science and medicine, but who really knows what the future holds? One thing that we do know, in the words of the great baseball player Yogi Berra, the future ain't what it used to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I am grateful that it was my role today to reflect and that I can leave speculation about the future to Vince, my impeccably styled co-captain, or as some call him, Jeffley 2.0. Thank you for preserving the honor of this role. It has been a pleasure leading beside you this year. Thank you all so much.